Get my 6. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the most awesomest homesteading channel on the entire planet that typically doesn't have anything to do with homesteading, but which today does. Let me show you where I am. This is kind of here's a trail. See a trail? But I'm in the middle of the bush. Look at this, all around me. I'm standing in, there's a trail going down that way, the middle of what used to be a hayfield. But we've been letting this grow up for 8 years now, and I have cut a couple of trails through the property so we can walk through here, and so we can ride our motorcycles. But if you'll see all around me, it's very thick forest. So I've got a project that I'm going to actually start this summer here on the days when it's not too hot, that I don't expect I'll finish until winter. And what that project is I'm going to go through this entire forest. It's about 3 acres back here that we've allowed to reforest. Some of you can see some poplar trees over there are over 20 feet tall. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to thin it out, just to make it a more beautiful forest that we can walk through. You can see some up here. What I'll do is I'll keep the winners, the trees that are doing really well, but I'm going to cut out a lot of the smaller trees, a lot of the underbrush, to get rid of that. And I'm going to go out and basically cut, 8 feet to 10 feet back from the winners, from the big trees that are really, and I'm going to make sure that we keep a good mix of hardwoods. You see mostly poplars, but there's also some oaks in here, some locusts, some black cherry, persimmons. Some of them actually have fruit. And then we've got different types of pines and cedars. I'm going to keep a mix. Now, I hear what you're saying. You're saying, oh my goodness, that's going to be a lot of work. Excuse me. Yeah, especially since these need sharpened and oiled. I can imagine how much my hand would cramp, and I'll be using other tools too. Mostly mini chainsaws, some limb cutters, but I'm also going to be using something that I'm going to demo today. It's a new product from one of my sponsors, Seesii. I recently did a review of an 8-inch mini chainsaw for them. And they liked the video and I liked the product, and so we agreed to do another demo. And this is a tool that's going to come in very handy with my thinning out of my forest project. So let me open it up. Got lots of stuff in here. What is it? Well, here's a picture. It's basically a battery power operated pruner, okay, an electric pruner, to save my hand the work. So let's go ahead and show you what's in the package here, and then we're going to demo it. Let me see if I can get a better camera angle to view this thing here. See if I can tighten it up, get it to stay there some. All right, so we've opened the case. Comes in a nice hard shell case. Open it up. This is a pack with extra blades in it. Okay, here is the tool itself, and you see it does come with like a little bit of a protector there to keep. But it's an attractive tool. It does come with 2 rechargeable 21-volt batteries. I really love it when these tools come with 2 batteries. That way I can keep one charged in while I'm using one. So if the battery dies on me, I don't have to stop, in the middle of a job and plug it in and give it an hour to recharge. I can just switch it out with the one that's already plugged in. You see, that's where you plug your cord from your charger, which is also included. So you just plug the end of the charging cord into the charging port, and then you just plug that in to the outlet. Let that charge. Comes with a little tool kit, which includes a screwdriver and like a socket and a couple of Allen wrenches, but this is really neat. Look at this. It comes with a little whetstone for sharpening the blade. So that's interesting. So it's got everything you need in here, except Seesii, and this was something they did with their mini chainsaw too, except for some lubrication. If you guys could start including just a little bottle of lubrication, because this is, you can't oil this. It's recommended you oil it. It's got a self-lubricating mechanism in it that keeps everything oiled. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see how it works. I did charge one of the batteries for a little while. I hope I'm right and this is it. Here's the on-off switch. Yeah, this is the battery that I charged. So you just turn it on like that. My bad. You double click it. Look at that. So let's compare this to this. That takes some, of course I do need to, these do need oiled and sharpened, but still. Now, this is open at its widest. This is where the 3-second thing came in. If you hold this down for 3 seconds and then double click it, it will make the cut smaller, watch. See there? Now once it beeps, then you release it. Now it only opens up about halfway. So if you're cutting smaller branches and limbs, you don't need to wait as long for it to retract fully. But then if you want it to go back to its full width cut, hold it down for 3 seconds again. Then when you release it, you see it opens all the way. So it's pretty easy to use. Let's see how it cuts. So let's see here. Let's just go over here. Here's some little stuff that'll be taken out. Wow. Easy enough. Here's a little poplar. Wow. It's like so simple. There's a briar. Cut the briar. I want to get you something you can see. Can you see this? Yeah. Wow. This is easier than easy. And look, it creates a nice clean cut. So you're not damaging your trees because, again, it's a pruner. So I will also use this not just for clearing out this forest, but for pruning our fruit trees. We've got approximately 100 fruit trees. I'm walking down the trail here to show you what else I'm going to do with it. There goes a deer trail through there. All right. Yeah, these things are neat. So my wife was getting on to me. Here's the main trail. That goes down to the house. We caught, and then up here is Camp Bigfoot Sasquatch. But we keep this trail wide enough to be able to drive the truck up through it. And my wife feels bad for the truck whenever we get briars coming out like this into the trail. So here's another use for this. Wow, look at that. Look how simple. Oh my gosh, this is so easy. So much easier. Getting some nice shots of my legs there. I didn't make the, but like for example here, like here's a poplar tree that I'm not going to cut down. I'm going to keep this one. It's doing really well. And I want to have this trail lined with big healthy trees as the forest continues to age. So let's say we got this poplar tree we want to keep, but its limbs growing into the trail, scratching the side of the truck. Just come through here with these. Oh my goodness, look how easy that was, and look how clean of a cut that is. Wow, this is great. So the Japanese blades come extremely sharp as they are. Makes easy work of all of this. So you see we've already cut this back now to where I can get my truck through here without scratching it. So we got some weeds up in here we don't want. Let's cut those out of the way too. So, and now look, I want to show you this safety feature too. My cap's back up there. I'm not going to make you walk up there with me to get it. But let's say when you're finished using the tool, hold this trigger in until the blades close and then turn it off like that. And now the blades are closed for safety storage. You put that cap back on, and then you can take the battery right back out and plug it in to charge it up so you can use it. So easy to use, simple, efficient, quiet, lightweight. I will put the link in the description box where you can buy your Seesii 21 volt battery powered rechargeable pruner for all your chores. If you're like me, you're getting a little older and the hands are starting to cramp up. A lot of folks have problems with arthritis, especially as they age. This is the solution. You can continue to get out there and do your gardening. This tool makes it easy. Remember some wisdom from guys who have done a lot of work. A guy told me once, let the tool do the work, not your back. Well, this is an excellent tool to save your back and especially to save your hand. So I hope you enjoyed this brief tutorial. It wasn't as long-winded as most of my tutorials because it's such a simple tool to use. There's not much to explain. And I hope to see you for more next time here from the most awesomest homesteading channel on the entire planet that typically doesn't have anything to do with homesteading off the grid. See you for more next time.